Hello and welcome back to another installment of our A to Z of international business. This week we're looking at letter B, barriers. Now, we know that when we work with anybody, there could be potentially many barriers to progression as we're working through business dealings. But when we're working with people internationally, we have a whole host of other areas or potential barriers that can often get forgotten. So they might include things like new types of contracts or communication styles, moving through to things like logistics if we're sending physical products, language as well if there's different languages at stake, but also as well things like legals. Now, there are so many different areas to consider, but there are three key points that I want you to consider and think about now before you start working with international clients so that you can reduce some of those potential barriers. And those three areas are: one, communication styles. So I've mentioned, of course, communication and language, but think about the communication style of the people that you're working with. Think about how that might be different to yours. Two, trust. Think about how people will build trust. So think about when this will happen, how it will happen, and whether or not you'll need a more personal or business style relationship as you're moving forwards. And then three, think about time. We always forget that people interact with time and use time differently, and this can have a real impact on what gets done and when. So there are my three key top points to start considering now that could be really big barriers for you. I'll be back next week with letter C. I'll see you then.